Where do you want to go? Where should we go?
Clark.
Clark. You want to go see Uncle Clark?
Yep.
And what about old Papa? Can we go see old Papa first and then Clark?
Clark.
No old Papa?
Clark.
Clark. Uncle Clark? Do you love him?
No.
Huh?
No, Dada.
I don't know what that meant.
No, Dada. Bro. Me.
Which one's yellow? Yellow? Yes. Which one's red? Yes. Blue? Good job.
Yellow. Two. Me. Me. Nine. Da. No.
Hey guys, so this is my lunch. I made myself a nice big salad, all from stuff that I had in the refrigerator. I have a bunch of kale. It's probably, I don't know, maybe like 2 or 3 cups worth. So kale is a green veggie, really nutrient dense, and it probably only has, I don't know, there might be 5 to 15 carbohydrates in here. I just don't even count green veggies as much of anything, but technically that would be a carbohydrate. The chicken, I have about, not quite a cup, probably like 2/3 a cup of shredded chicken that I made in the crock pot, and I drizzled it with some buffalo dressing. The buffalo sauce, I guess, it doesn't have hardly anything in it. It's mostly vinegar and some spices, so again, that's negligible, as well as the vinaigrette that I put on here. It has hardly anything in it, but the chicken is pretty much protein. I used white chicken, so the breast meat has almost no fat. If you use a darker meat, it has a little bit of fat. Same thing with salsa. It's really not much, but it's tomato based, so it's going to have a little bit of carbs. Pretty much any vegetable is going to be considered a carb. And then the avocado, and so this is all healthy fats. And again, that also has some other little bit of carbohydrates and protein, but it's mostly considered a fat. So when you're looking at this plate, macro wise, I have my veggies, I have my protein, I have my healthy fats, a little bit of carbs. I did just have some oatmeal, overnight oats, so I got my carbs in for this meal as well. Hope that helps. Back in the car again. I forgot I had to go into the grocery store, so I grabbed a couple of things I had forgotten last evening. I needed an avocado, I needed some lemon for my lemon water. I got into coffee and then I got out of coffee. I've always been out of coffee because honestly it is very acidic, and I've never been dependent on caffeine, although I did have a lot of energy issues in my early to mid 20s. I've healed from that, found it way through nutrition and herbs, but I never wanted to get dependent on coffee, so I just never allowed myself to have it. However, I found this amazing organic alkaline coffee. They infuse it with coconut oil and different minerals to alkalize it, and started drinking coffee more and more lately. So I'm not anti-coffee. You'll see me drinking coffee on occasion, But I got into drinking hot water with lemon in the morning, and it feels so good on my tummy. If you've known me, I've been recovering from digestive issues. I have a very sensitive digestion. So this has been amazing, just using like literally like a quarter of a lemon, like a nice big chunk with hot water in the morning, has been so soothing. And then lastly, I've been on this like mission minimalize, just trying to like be more aware of the extra little splurges that I've been spending and getting rid of the clutter. I've never been a hoarder. I don't hold on to stuff, but wanting to really work on cleaning out any areas and realizing that I stockpile a lot of food. I have a lot of stuff in my cupboard and in my freezers. So working on getting some of that out, I fell in love with Mueslix while I was on the cruise as well. And it's a grain, it's kind of like overnight oats. So I pulled out a bunch of stuff that I had in my cupboard that I haven't been really using, including oats, and kind of mixed. I had cocoa nibs, and I had craisins, and I had the oats, obviously, and a couple of other things, walnuts. And one of my minimalist things is I stopped buying almond milk. I really only ever used it to add it to my shakes, which are so creamy already to begin with. I really didn't need the almond milk, so it's like $3, but I figured I don't really need it, but I definitely want it for this Mueslix, so I got some of that as well. And I just always go with the vanilla but unsweetened, because normally whatever I'm adding it to is already pretty sweet, and especially if you're adding fruit and stuff, you just don't need the extra sugar that's going to be added to almond milk. And then lastly, I went to the card aisle because I remembered I didn't get a card. My anniversary is on Friday, and Clark and I are really good at getting each other very sweet cards. Often we end up getting each other almost 2. There have been times I'm pretty sure one of us got the other 3 before. I keep all of our cards, and I write the date on the back of them, and I found this really sweet one for our anniversary. Talk about minimalizing. My bill was $10 and this was $4.50, so just the card alone, but that was one of the cheaper cards. It was really sweet. A lot of times I read the cards and I pretty much wait till I want to choke up, when I want to cry while I'm in the grocery store or in the card aisle, and that's when I know it's the right one. So this one was really perfect. This is the concoction. It's oats and cocoa nibs, craisins, and walnuts, and now the almond milk. I'm obviously just eyeballing it. I don't know, it's probably like 2 cups of oats. I really just shook it out of the bag as far as the cocoa nibs and stuff like that, and I'm gonna put just enough oats to just enough milk to saturate the oats. And as I put it in the fridge overnight, it's gonna expand.